for looking further within the minute wave 5. Let's do that. And I think I'm going to shift this to just an hourly. Yeah. Okay, it's already on 1 hour. Now, if you look at the sub-minute degree, that could be wave 3, and this Fibonacci extension is the Elliott 1.618 target for minute wave 3, which looks complete at 30. It was projected at 3030 yesterday, but it's already hit that. So this minute wave 3 can be removed now in terms of the Fibonacci extension. And let's try and project. I mean, ideally, if what we have done is correct, then we should see a corrective decline towards minute wave 4, bringing back prices towards the 38.2%. That is point number 1. And point number 2, that the extension for gold, or the fifth wave extension for gold, would then go to, I think, is it 3090 or something. Let's find out. So it's almost 3100, which is the 61.8% touch. So the trade setup, I mean the actual trade setup now for gold is still on the long side. Aggressive shorts can be taken, but it would be too aggressive, brothers. So there's no need to do that. We still have one more wave, minute wave 5 to go around the 3100 mark before the fifth wave completes. I mean that would be wave 5 completing at 3 different degrees. The minute wave 5, the minute wave 5, and where's the minor one? Yeah, there it is. Could be minor wave 5 as well. All right, so maybe if not exactly around the 3100s, could go toward the 3200s. But overall, three different degrees wave, the fifth wave could be completing right around the 3100s. So how would we place ourselves for the trading point of view? Right now, selling is not advisable because the pressure is on the north side. You never know, wave 3 can extend itself. It is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 already. So I'm sorry, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the third wave. And minute wave 4 back towards 2978. So that is where we would like to comprehend long positions with a stop loss around 2930. All right, and take prices higher towards 3100 levels. So this is what is the trade plan. So you might want to note the numbers 2978, where we would like to re-enter on the long side with the stop loss around 2930 and target around 3107. That this is the trade setup which we would advise over the next few days or so. All right, so that is the story as well for gold. We'll keep it as it is, and let's see how the price action is shaping up as we come back in the next session. All right. It looks like a decent one. The only thing is the magnitude may be different, but otherwise the wave structures are carved properly. The magnitude, when I say if I take a target extension of wave minute 1, 2 and 3, maybe the Fibonacci extensions might change. Let us have a look at that. Oh, they are almost matching. So let's keep both of them. One larger degree, Elliott wave extension is pointing towards 3092, and a smaller wave extension is pointing towards 3107. It's almost very close to each other. So let's keep it both here, and we've got still one more wave to go on the long side before bears could be back vigilantly, and that is what we would try and pick up. I tell you what, I don't think the minute wave 5 is unfolding as a diagonal, which it normally would. Even minute wave 1, 2, 3, there are no signs of a diagonal. There would not be a diagonal. We will wait for wave 4 to come down, could be today, and then maybe minute wave 5 could end up as a diagonal. We'll keep an eye on that because that's an interesting pattern to trade. It helps us, gives us more confidence. All right, so that's the story. Bottom line is that we try and pick up on the long side around the 2978 zone, 2980 zone to be more precise. So let's now go back to Bitcoin. The overall trend in Bitcoin, I mean, I'm happy to see what the waves are telling right now, in the sense that they are kind of preparing for for a rally, actually, and this is what we were discussing. I think during these times yesterday, let me bring up another short term time frame. we've rather we've already entered the long side. The point I'm trying to make here is a bit of complex corrective structure took place for the lower degree wave 2, and it also dragged lower towards the 78%, right? What I'm trying to say here is we've got potential wave 1 and 2. That was a nice ABC flat, and then we got another potential wave 1 and 2. If you look at the pattern here, that was 5 waves. So a bit complex here, maybe a 3 expanded flat 3 and 5 could be the corrective pattern, making it a flat, or it could be a 535 and then X and then again 535. So it could be a WXY as well, whichever way, even if it's a combination. I mean, it could be a, yeah, it's a combination, not a double zigzag. I think the first pattern was 335, which is a flat. The second was an X wave, and then this could be the X wave, so that could be W, X, and Y, where we've got wave A, wave B, and wave C. So that entire structure becomes a wave Y. this entire thing is a combination of WXY, and it has retraced almost 78%. Let's see. Overlapping waves are always corrective. Most of the time they are corrective, and the 78% has been tested again. The good part was that 80,000 is not breached here. So if what we've done is on the right side, then Bitcoin, I can see a leading diagonal again over here, a small little leading diagonal as well. So Bitcoin is kind of preparing to cut loose on the north side again. We are already long in the portal. Sorry, and it's, I don't know exactly the price action, but we are we are stopped at 76, but we went long around 80, 83, 8300, 83,100 sort of the price action, and we are very close to the buying price already. Now, those who are sitting on the sidelines may want to re-enter on the long side if they are inclined to. And this is the leading diagonal in place, so that's again a confirmation that the bottom could be in place. Now, believe it or not, if this is a third wave extension, prices are going to swiftly rally, and it's going to rally much faster and quicker than anticipated. It could be rallying towards a new high as well. The potential remains. We have discussed this case and scenario. But a minimum target could be 94, 95, 96. And this is a classic example of potential wave 3 extension. And within a short term, we should come to know whether this is a potential wave 3 extension or an actual wave 3 extension. Just okay. I think the RSI is also supporting us, uh, turning around from the 40 mark, and that's a good sign for bulls. All right, and if you look at the candlestick patterns, I think we've got an engulfing bullish right there. So almost everything is matching here. Y35X and 335 is a beautiful combination WXY, and it's almost matching. Everything seems to be in place for a long-term rally, at least towards 95. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take possibly another call on the long side for Bitcoin with the potential target at 95. All right, sir. Okay. Let's look into the euros and the dollar index and pound row. This guy is, I mean, all three of them, euro, dollar index, and I would not name GBP in that list, but it's this sideways action, this absolute sideways action. I mean, since the last 2 days, what we have seen is hardly a 50-60 point of movement, and that is just because of traders are just waiting for one event to trigger, and that is today in the New York, tomorrow for the Eastern Standard Time Zone, and today for the Asia time zone. It's going to be around 2 p.m. Eastern, uh, 19th of March. So that's just an event for us, as we always believe. It is a trigger for us. Who knows? It might trigger sub-minute wave 4 lower towards 800 and 750 mark before the sub-minute wave 5 begins higher again. All right, so keep in mind, please, that The trend is firmly on the long side. The only thing we would like to suggest is buying on dips. But the next entry to buy is not right now, is somewhere around the 810 or maybe 750 mark for the euro. All right, we can place a stop loss at 1.05 and potential targets going up to 1.11. All right, who knows? This could be an event. Sometimes it's a completely non-event, the FOMC. So just to rely completely on what FOMC is going to do is not our way to trade. We have already planned our trade. We want to buy lower at 820 and stop at 1.05, targeting 1.11. That event may just be act as a complement. And the dollar index now, again, the same thing should be seen. Hardly any price action. But just to revise, the trend is firmly on the downside. Minute degree wave 3 is unfolding. Within the minute wave 3, once it completes, we'll have two more waves, minute wave 4 and 5 respectively, before the entire 5-wave decline is complete. All right, so it's possibly an extension within an extension. Right now we are within the sub-minute wave 4 kind of, which could rally towards 104.90. So be prepared to sell more around 104.90, brothers, and then take it lower towards 101.50, possibly not 101.50, but up to 97 going forward. Stop loss remains close to 108. Precisely, it would be 107.70 or 80. All right, sir. So that is the story in the dollar index and pound. It has been the most resilient of all the three pairs, and again we can see that resilience on the prices are all absolutely on the higher side, and who knows if that's an expanded flat, potential expanded flat in the making, just waiting for this pattern to or the event to occur. But there's no need to rush. If you're wanting to buy fresh, please sit on the sidelines and let's trade our according to our plan. Actually, there's no need to rush for for buying right at this price. Not the right price. I mean, it's the highest price right now in recent times. At least a pullback towards 28, 28, 28, 29 would be good to go on the long side. All right, but that is only for those who are wanting to buy fresh. Otherwise, the positional traders, please hold on to your long trades. All right, and the stop loss for those who are wanting to buy fresh would be 1.25. That is minute wave 1 termination. So that would be 1.25, and the targeting around. Let's extend the targets to 1.34 now. All right, and the US 30, the Dow Jones. I think Dow Jones has started. We've bought Dow Jones as well in our terminal portal. Sorry, and that is the wave 2 corrective decline in progress. You never know, that could be a wave 2 decline complete. Let's have a quick view on the hourly chart. Yeah, it looks like a neat little corrective line. Did you see that 3, 3 and 5? That's a flat right at 38.2% bounce, which is also closer to previous wave 4. So let's give it a bit more room. Either corrective wave is complete or it's going to carve a WXY possibly. towards wave 4 termination around 21.41.200. But tell you what, sir, I think we are good on the long side with that looks to be an aggressive trade right now, but we are almost 3,000 points away from either a potential minute degree wave 2, and we are keeping our options open for a new rally as well. Though in terms of percentage, I personally want to give less than 10% to that. But we will review the situation around the 44,000 mark, sir. All right. So that brings us to an end of. Let's pause the current session, and we'll be back in a few hours during the London times now. And as always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your time, and we'll be back in a few hours. Until that time, please do take care and God bless, brothers. Goodbye.